Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Saturday, February 4th. We're here at Indian Cove backcountry board in Joshua Tree National Park. And we're going on the Boy Scout trail today. We're just going to do an out and back. We'll turn around whenever we feel like it's been enough for us and return to where we started. We're making our way across the desert here. It's been a pretty big, wide trail so far. Looks like we're heading into the rocks shortly, maybe going up this little canyon. Beautiful morning. That's looking over towards Rattlesnake Canyon. This looking behind us towards 29 Palms. Well, the desert's narrowing down. We're entering this kind of a V-shaped canyon entrance anyway. Very pretty anyway, so far. Trail's wide and easy, just a gentle climb. Well, we finally came to a little contour in the trail here, going down into this little plateau. Okay, we're at the end of the sandy wash type trail. Looks like we're going to either be going up, doing some bouldering, or at least a steeper trail. Now there's an interesting little slot canyon we're entering. Well, that's looking behind us. We were coming up that wash. It continues up this way. But we left that one and now we're headed up this one. This trail leaves the wash right here for a little bit. Although it looks like you could do some bouldering and get through there if you wanted to. Well, that's looking behind us. There's a series of switchbacks that get you up the side of this mountain. And we're headed this way. Well, we're still going here. We made our way up that side of the slope behind us with quite a few switchbacks. Now we're going down a little bit. It's real pretty in here. Some barrel cacti, some small Joshua trees. Well, it's been a beautiful piece of trail here this last mile or so. Kind of going up and down through some little plateaus. Now we're back in a little sandy wash here. Looks like a little water trough here, a water tank. There's kind of a natural dam here, or maybe not so natural, I don't know, one or the other. Behind it is filled up with sand, but I guess at one time it was probably a little pond. Not sure if there was mining activity in this area, but usually when there's a dam and a water tank, there's a mine around here somewhere. Okay, here's the intersection of Boy Scout Trail, which we're on, and Big Pine Trail, which leads over to another trail system further to the west of where we are. Boy Scout Trail continues up here. It's 4.3 miles from the start to here. Okay, so Boy Scout Trail continues on this way. Our map said it was 3.1 miles to this junction, when actually it's 4.3. So quite a difference. So in other words, we've come 4.3 miles from our start of our hike. And we're going to go a little bit further before we turn around. Well, we pretty much broke out into the open plateau now. This heads up towards the junction with the trail that goes to Willow Hole, and then back to the parking lot up at the What's the name of that?
Boy Scout trailhead.
That's the Boy Scout trailhead. So we've gone about somewhere just shy of 5 miles, and it doesn't change much. We've hiked it from the other side, so it just kind of goes through the flat plateau out there. So we're not going to go any further. It's a nice spot to turn around. It's been a beautiful hike so far, and now we're going to be going mostly back downhill. There's a couple of little spots to go up and down, but mostly downhill. Now we're coming down to the area where there's a lot of switchbacks. It goes pretty much down this whole slope, down into the wash. Back and forth. We're working our way back through the little slot canyon. Well, we're getting back towards the little plateau, the little lowland there. And we climb up out of there, and a little bit of desert to go through, and we're back. Well, we're climbing up out of the little plateau, back up into the final stretch of desert. We're going across this flat part of the desert. Got Rattlesnake Canyon off to our right over here. That's a great spot to boulder scramble if you're into that. It's pretty tough. Well, we're just about back to the trailhead. It took us 4.5 hours. We went 9.6 miles, and we went through the trail far enough to go through the mountains where it comes out, breaks out into the plateau, and then it's kind of flat up towards the intersection of Willow Hole and Boy Scout Trail. So we saw all the cool stuff, in other words. And thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and happy hiking.